Welcome to Ignite Success. I'm your host, Snowden McFall, professional speaker, six-time author, and coach. And with me today is Melissa Hardwick of Acosta and Brown Girls in the Boardroom. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So you're an IT expert at Acosta. Tell us what you do. You're a vice president there.
I'm actually vice president of our enterprise applications group. And so I manage two platforms that are applications that our entire organization, over 40,000 employees, use. And so I have teams that are span across Canada and here in Jacksonville.
Oh, terrific. And how long have you been at Acosta?
I've been there about 3.5 years.
And where were you before that?
JEA for 12 years.
Oh, 12 years? Okay, yes. Terrific. So have you always been interested in IT?
You know, that's interesting. I initially started off in accounting. My undergraduate degree is in accounting. So I was a practitioner in the accounting space using the technology software. Was selected to be a subject matter expert for my team. Kind of liked the IT side of it and migrated over in that space.
Oh, very interesting. Well, it's wonderful to have you in there.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know that part of your passion, too, is your nonprofit, Brown Girls in the Boardroom. Tell us about that.
Oh, yes. That is absolutely, has been one of the most amazing things that I've been able to do actually over the last few years. I am, by all means, a servant leader. I recall my dad telling me before he passed that no matter what road you travel, you always need to be able to be a servant. Right?
Absolutely.
And so I've taken that with me, and this Brown Girls in the Boardroom certainly allows me to do that. So it's a nonprofit organization, basically, that allows our underserved young girls to see themselves far bigger than where they are today.
Right.
I often look around the boardroom, and there's really no other young women in there that look like me.
Right.
And so I'm like, how can I make this different, right? And so part of me serving is mentoring those girls. I have a relationship with Edward Waters College here, where I help them transition from school, college into the workplace and how to build their brand and, you know, having emotional intelligence. Just what does it look like to be successful in the workplace? And not just go to work, but how do you get to the point where you're making decisions as well? And so I absolutely love that.
So I would imagine that not only are you often the only African-American woman in the boardroom, you're probably sometimes the only woman in the boardroom, right?
That is often happening as well. Yes.
We just released, you know, the Jacksonville Women's Leadership Coalition just released the results, some of the results of the big research study on the status of women in Florida. And, you know, women in the boardroom in Florida is dismal. We're 45th in the country. So it's a real problem.
Sure.
So what advice do you have to other women who might be fortunate enough to get into a boardroom? How do you navigate those waters as a minority in every aspect of every sense of the word?
It's even more interesting to me because in this STEM space, right?
Yes.
It's certainly a male-dominated industry, right?
Very much so.
And so I feel like it's threefold: being a woman, being a minority, and being in this tech industry. But I fell upon something few years ago, and that was this emotional intelligence piece. And you know, I talk about it everywhere I go because I really do believe that your executive presence, along with emotional intelligence, I think that's the power couple.
That's right.
And I think that if women could tap into that more and really find their authentic voice, I think we'd be well positioned to be in the boardroom and to make decisions and be leaders, right? Authentic leaders.
Absolutely. Well, I'm writing my 7th book, which is on women and overload. And emotional intelligence is a key part of that. I'm a huge believer that women are the future of the planet because of our emotional intelligence.
Sure.
Our willingness to collaborate, our willingness to listen, to be authentic in our feelings and express that. And I think it's so important that we continue to share that.
I spoke at the, told you, JITC, the JAX IT Council this morning,
right?
And was speaking on a topic of IT. And a gentleman walked up to me afterwards. He said, you know what I enjoyed most about this is that you brought a human side to IT.
There you go.
You made it like touchy-feely, and we really don't get that often.
Touchy-feely IT, that's a whole
Imagine
new phrase.
that, right?
Yes,
Yeah, oxymoron, really. But anyway, I got his point, right?
Right.
Is that, you know, to have the passion to not only deliver IT technology, but to say to my customers, to my business area, I really want you to enjoy, appreciate what it is I'm offering you.
Right, right. And care about their feedback.
Absolutely.
And listen to their concerns, because that helps improve the product, that helps improve the whole experience.
We can build systems all day long. If nobody wants to use them, then we're not successful.
Right. If they're not user-friendly in the best sense of the word. Sure. And so if people want to know more about Brown Girls in the Boardroom, how would they find out about that?
So I just launched a website. It's called the mfhgroup.com. But basically it presents Brown Girls in the Boardroom. And so I'm just really stepping out there, just starting to do tons more community service. I'm on a couple of mentoring boards already, and so I'm incorporating the work that I do at Brown Girls in the Boardroom into some of those groups as well.
And so they could go to the website, and girls who wanted to get involved could sign up there or learn more.
Absolutely. I have at the bottom of the website that they can leave their information. It comes directly to me, and I will certainly reach out. Absolutely.
Well, what a wonderful role model you are. Thank you for the work that you're doing in the community. I'm a huge believer in giving back and public service. So thank you for everything.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.